Welcome back to Broke Man Finance. My name is Adam, and in this video, we are going to be discussing Innerscope Hearing, ticker symbol INND. They have had a run up in their share price here lately, and thank God, because a lot of the market has just been brutal. A lot of my stocks have been in the red as of late. I'm sure a lot of yours has too, and sometimes that's just the way it goes. But you know what that calls for? Bud Heavy. Come back money. Innerscope has released a lot of good news here recently, and we're going to try to cover all that we can, and they've got some future catalysts that could be coming up, so we're going to talk about that as well. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so we can keep bringing you videos that we feel like has value. And while you're at it, make sure to go down to the description below. You're going to find a list of links. These are the things that I actually use in my daily life that helps me make and save money. And if you like making and saving money, then you will like those links. I'm going to assume that at this point you know about the over-the-counter law changes in Congress, so I'm not going to get into all of that and rehash it. But if you don't know, feel free to go back and watch some of my earlier videos, because it'll make a lot more sense, because I go into that stuff with a little more detail, and well, just trust me, it'll make more sense. We have a lot to unpack, so let's get into it. Okay, as of lately, the past few weeks, Innerscope has just been building up more and more momentum, and we're seeing it in the share price, because in the past couple of weeks it was in the 1 cent region, and it has been teetering around that 6 cents to 5 cents mark ever since. It's a lot of cents. On April 11th, that momentum continued as they had been promising, because prior to the date, Innerscope sent out multiple tweets announcing that a partnership with a Fortune 250 company would be announced on the 11th, and that's exactly what happened. CEO Matthew Moore appeared on Newsmax's New to the Street to discuss Innerscope and everything they have going on. In this interview, I thought he did an excellent job. I thought this is one of his better interviews personally. But Matt talked about the health issues associated with hearing loss, the potential market of people that their product can help, the devices themselves. He even mentioned that they are expecting the FDA to release the final guidelines any day. He said he expects to wake up and find out it finally happened, and that it was supposed to have been completed back in August, but with the Roni, it slowed everything down, not just Innerscope. Then he announced that the Fortune 250 partnership was with BJ's Wholesale, a business with 221 stores in 17 states with 6 million members, and that Innerscope will be the first and only hearing product at launch. So obviously that's great news. Matt then went on to mention that they are contacting every major retailer and pharmacy to get their products on their sites and shelves, and they're even contacting smaller and regional chains. Later this year, they are supposed to announce another partnership with a Fortune 25 company, not 250, 25, but because of non-disclosure agreements, they can't announce it quite yet. They have to wait till some things play out, but hopefully we'll find out who that company is soon. Let me know in the comment section below who you think that company may be. Now, you can already find Innerscope online at Walmart, Kmart, Sears, and Amazon. And not only are they selling hearing aids, they are also selling vitamins to help out with hearing-related issues. There are some more dates coming up for more interviews, in case you've missed a couple of the ones here recently. Now, you can see in this tweet right here that a couple interviews have already occurred, one on the 11th and one on earlier today on the 12th. But there's one coming up on April 24th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be with Bloomberg TV. And you can see they got one coming up on May 3rd, or at least the week of, where they're saying they have some exciting announcements. Hopefully it'll be that they are current, because that is the one catalyst I am looking for any day now. And supposedly it's supposed to be any day now. Just like I said, I am waiting on them to go current, because I think that's going to really give the company a boost regarding its share price, because there's a lot of people on the sidelines, and hopefully institutional investors that can scoop up big chunks of shares that are waiting for them to go current. Also, there's a lot of people that have brokerages that may not be allowing INND, Innerscope, to be trading on their platform. So hopefully if they go current, they will, which will open up the market to many more potential shareholders. But here's a warning. Don't be surprised whenever they make these announcements or achievements and they have these catalysts and that share price spikes. Don't be surprised when people start profit scalping and you see that share price fall back down. It's okay. Don't panic sell. It's not tanking. Well, I say it's not tanking again, but I'm just saying that it's a common thing for that to happen. I can't say that I blame them too much. Do I agree with it? No. I feel like they should hold strong because there's a lot of good things happening for Innerscope, and I could honestly see them moving much higher share price into the future. But if I was buying in at 9 cents and I had sat there and watched this thing drop back to 1 cent, and depending on how much money I really put into this thing, then I get it. I've had stocks where I just wanted to get my average cost back and be done with it. I didn't want to average down anymore. I didn't want to catch that falling knife. I just wanted out of the stock and move along with my life. I totally get it. So I'm sure there was a lot of people that want to hit that average price and then just bail. But just hold strong. Do I think they are making a mistake? Yes. But I can't not blame them. So if that happens, if it does dip, and it's going to, don't freak out. Now, Innerscope doesn't get a lot of love from articles and interviews and YouTube, but when they do, we dig it. Here's an article on Seeking Alpha by Richard Nelson 39, so make sure to check him out and give him a follow. Shout out Richard Nelson 39. In the article, he discusses some of the same things we've already talked about in this video, in my previous videos, but I wanted to highlight a couple of great points he made. One is the price point against one of their main competitors, Eargo. You can see here that Eargo's hearing product is nearly $3,000. Now, for many low-income households, and I have been there, and I deal with a lot of people from low-income areas and households, it might as well be $10,000. Or just still sitting in a doctor's office window for somebody that doesn't have insurance. Innerscope is, from here it says $795 to $1,300, which is much more reasonable. At least you would have been able to buy the hearing aids with that STEMI check. People were talking about the quality of the products and that Eargo's was better quality. But you know what? At triple the price, I hope it is a little sleeker. But, I can't really speak on the quality of it because I've never used their product, nor have I ever just played with it a little bit to test the functionality and to listen to that quality. So it's hard to say. Richard mentions other great points about the kiosks that are going to help sell those hearing aid products, the hearing aid vitamins to help with things like ringing in your ear, and that's even going to include a CBD option. And coming from a person that shoots a lot, the ringing in your ears is a real thing. But listen to these stats, no pun intended, because there are some that I didn't realize, but I'm glad that I know now. Bears constantly argue, why is this company in a $10 billion market and almost go broke in 2017? Clearly there was a management issue. However, it is clear that Innerscope has learned from their previous mistakes as they posted 318% revenue growth reported during their most recent earnings report. This was a massive difference compared to their 2019 Q4, which only had a 31% increase and can be attributed to their ability to decrease production costs by 45%. Beginning in Q4 2019, Innerscope has strategically reconfigured and realigned its operations to support its planned growth for the year 2020 and beyond. The reconfigured strategy has resulted in an overall reduction of operational costs by 45%. That's an annual cost savings of approximately $1.2 million, and in lowering its current break-even point by more than 50%. The reconfigured strategy will enable Innerscope to deliver on its promise to improve shareholder value by executing a quicker path for achieving positive cash flow, and profitability while expanding its efforts into activities that generate greater revenues with less operational costs. I like that. More importantly, the reconfigured strategy will carry Innerscope into the future and prepare the company for the next phase of expanding operations and partnerships. That was a mouthful. But that was a good mouthful. That sounded kind of weird. As I mentioned earlier, the next interview is going to be on the 24th, so make sure to tune in and check that out, because I have a feeling that the next probably 3 or 4 weeks is going to be a phenomenal month for Innerscope, because I just feel like the FDA and them going current is right around the corner, and that's going to be a great thing for this company moving forward. And so I am very excited to see what happens in the next few weeks. But let me know what you think that share price could get to in the next few months, year, 2 years. What do you think it will realistically get to? I don't want to hear nothing crazy like $200. Give me some realistic numbers. Let me hear what you have to say in the comment section below. And as always, I hope those stocks keep turning green. I hope you stay safe, and I hope everyone out there takes care. Come back, money.